Hi guys, I'm Farhan. My teammates are Sami, Atik, and Talha, and we're all from UTA. So the project that we built is Pulao. It is basically a news app that generates sources from for each topic from the various articles and then lists them. So we are aiming for the social impact track, and this is a quick demo of our project. So this is the landing page for Pulao, and we implemented auto login. So it has multi-factor login, and for now I'm just gonna log in with my Google account. I'm just selecting my Google account, and Google will allow auto to access info, and then
এটা কে
একটু কেটে দেবো তুই কর না মাইক্রোসফট অফে
okay.
কপি করো এটা ট্রাস্ট করো
And it also has like a recovery code.
এই পার্টের দরকারই নেই কোনো জাস্ট লগ ইনটা করো জিনিসটা দেখাও লাস্টে জাস্ট মেনশন
ফিঙ্গারপ্রিন্ট
কন্টিনিউ
কন্টিনিউ
অ্যাকসেপ্ট
Okay, so this is the first page for the website. So essentially, we have a dashboard here where the news is categorized into topics. So you can get the latest headlines. You can go into politics, economy, finance, business, and it's gonna categorize everything for you. So a quick example of that is these are like the latest news. If I go into politics, then this is like the latest political news from like the last 31 days, and then something like technology. These are like the latest tech news, and then on the right we have an AI assistant which you can ask any questions about like a specific news if you have to. And then uh, so let's just click on a news. Let's see, if I want to click on this headline, it's gonna load up all the articles related to this specific event, and this is gonna be from like various sources. So sources that are like left wing, sources that are like left leaning, or like sources that are right wing, and you can see like all those sources listed here, and then you can click on like any of those links to like read from like those specific sources. You can change like the order. This is already in a chronological order, that's why it's not changing. And then you can basically see if it's the left sources and the right sources, and then there's like an information bar. And for the summary, what we have done is we have gone through each of these articles, and then we used an AI model to basically generate a central summary, a summary that's not based on biases and has just the facts listed for you. Okay, just
তারপর টেকনিক্যাল
so from a technical standpoint, so we use Next.js for the front end with auto authentication. As you saw, it has both multi-factor authentication and biometrics. And then to get like the actual news data itself, we used News API, which is like a public news data set. And then we also use Google and Wikimedia, the data set. It's basically a public news data as well. We fed that into Gemini API. We trained that on like a lot of data. We used over 21,000 data sets with Gemini embeddings. Embeddings is basically turning the news headlines into like raw numbers for the AI to crunch. So it's basically an NLP algorithm, and then we trained the AI model to basically identify if the news is left leaning or if it's right leaning. And we also use a clustering algorithm using K-means clustering and other forms of using K-means clustering to basically cluster the headlines together. So let's say if there's a specific event, we had to cluster like all the articles for that event, and we hosted that entire thing, on Google Cloud, including like the data ingestions, data storage, and like all the NLP and Gemini embeddings as well. Let's talk. So this is Pulao. So in a recent article, it said that 29% of Republicans, 32% of independents, and 40% of Democrats reported having not much trust in the news. This is a problem because news is the source where people, news is the primary source where people get informed on the world about. However, if that's biased, then we have a huge problem. Pullout tends to tackle that by exposing bias and reducing misinformation. It helps to bridge divides by encouraging open-mindedness, since user can see how opposing sides present facts and arguments.
Just pull out.
And yeah, this is Pulao. যদি রেকর্ড না হয় তাহলে অনেক সাইড খেয়ে যাবো ভাই